Can you wear hair oils overnight? I received so many comments about how you can't wear hair oil overnight and that it clogs your pores, which then leads to more hair loss, which then doesn't in turn help with your hair growth. And that all makes sense, and I appreciate the concern, but I'm a research girly through and through, and I researched everything about rosemary oil before I started using it. I had never heard this. So naturally, I spent 2 hours last night researching this to find the answer. Here is all the research that I found. First and foremost, I could not find a case study or a research article on this. The conclusion that I drew from all the articles that I read was, quote, "It's not harmful, but it may cause irritation if you have sensitive skin or put too much on." What does potentially cause hair loss in leaving oils in overnight is dust. Dust gets in your hair oils, that's what blocks the hair follicle. If your hair follicle gets blocked, that's what leads to a scalp infection. So if you're sleeping on clean pillowcases, you're covering your hair with a clean hair wrap or something, you're preventing dust from getting into the oil blocking your hair follicle. Most I could find from a credible source was to not leave it on more than 8 hours. Healthline says, quote, "It's most beneficial when the oil is left on overnight." Medicine Net says to leave it on overnight. Cosmopolitan did an article on this and talked to a doctor named Dr. Harth, and they recommended to leave it on overnight. Medical News Today says to leave it on the scalp overnight. I've seen so many trichologist and dermatologist videos instructing to leave it on overnight. There are definitely some best practices that I'll talk about in my next video, but at the end of the day, you need to make the decision that's right for you and knowing your scalp. If your scalp is sensitive, maybe leaving it on overnight won't work for you. But I shower in the morning. Getting up at 5 a.m. to put it on 3 hours before I shower, if not 4, 3 a.m., doesn't work for me. And my scalp is not super sensitive, and so I know that I can leave it on overnight. In the past 2 months that I've been doing this, I haven't experienced any hair loss. If you can remember where you heard this information, or what article it came from, or you know of certain credible sources that talk about this and studied doing this, please let me know because I couldn't find them. And stay tuned for my next video for best practices when leaving oil in your hair overnight.